I am Dr. Warrier, working in Kottakkal Ayurvedic Sala as Deputy Chief Physician. I have been working in this institution for more than 30 years. I have a university degree in Ayurveda. It's called Bachelor of Ayurveda, that is BAM. It's a graduation in Ayurveda. That is a recognized Ayurvedic course in India. And this institution, this Kottakkal Ayurvedic Sala, is more than 100 years old. Started in 1902. The founder of this institution is Vaidya P.S. Warrier. This is Dr. P.S. Warrier. Vaidya is a title conferred on him by the government. Actually, it was given by the British government. We are manufacturing more than 600 items of Ayurvedic medicines, different types of medicine, that is liquids, tablets, several types of bhasmas, and capsules, several types of Ayurvedic medicine we are manufacturing, and we are conducting treatment also, OP treatment and inpatient treatments also we are conducting. And Ayurveda is a life, science of life, we can say. Ayu means life, Veda means knowledge. So the whole knowledge about the life, how to maintain a good health, what all you have to observe from the first day onwards when you are born in this world, and what are the daily routines you should observe, and what are the medicines, what are the treatments, all these things are explained in this science, in this ancient science. And this science is more than 1,000 years old, and still it is effective in several diseases. So that itself shows that the Ayurveda is very scientific. And the approach of then these doctors in the more than 1,000 years back, it was very scientific. Therefore, it is still practiced here, and several people are following this, coming for this treatments in several diseases. In hospitals, mainly we are doing this Panchakarma treatment. Panchakarma treatment is a part of Ayurvedic treatment. There are several types of treatments. Several treatments are described in Ayurvedic medicines, internal and externally. But Panchakarma is a part of that. That is mainly purificatory procedure. It is conducted to purify the whole system of the body, all the micro cavities of the body. Panchakarma means, Pancha means 5, Karma means procedures. So there are 5 procedures to clean the body. So it's not necessary to do 5 procedures in one person. Whichever procedure is necessary, that can be done. So these 5 procedures are, one is vamana, that is making vomiting, taking some medicines or some liquids, some particular things, and virechana, that is making purgations, taking through medicines, and another thing is nasya, that administering medicine through nostrils, that is nasya, and the fourth one is the vasti, that is some sort of enema, giving medicine through anus, that is a vasti, and the vasti is also different types are there, and last is raktamoksha, that is bloodletting. Bloodletting can be done with leeches, that is a creature, it will bite on the blood vessels and it suck the blood, the impurities, impure blood, it will suck the impure blood. And then cutting the arteries or veins, that also is can be done, and that is a raktamoksha. So whichever necessary in a patient, that can be done. Even though it is only 5 procedures, this can be done in several diseases, because the medicine used in these procedures will be changed according to the disease. So virechana is making purgation. We are having several medicines. One medicine will be used for the skin disease, another medicine will be used for the joint pains, that will be changed. And before doing this Panchakarma, we have to prepare the patient, prepare the body for the Panchakarma. So that procedure is called Purva Karma. The Purva Karma means the procedures before the Panchakarma. So that are Snehana and Svedana. Snehana means some sort of oiling the body. externally and internally. This oiling can be done. External application of hot oil is one type of oiling, and taking medicated ghee or medicated oils. We start with small quantities, and gradually, day by day, we increase the dose of the ghee or this oil according to the strength of the patient, according to digestive capacity of the patient, and it will be continued for 6-7 days. And so these 6-10 days, there is a very strict diet control is there. Very light food, that some porridge and a few vegetables, that also prepared without any oil, just boiled vegetables, that can be taken. That also, when the patient get good appetite, when he feels hungry, then only it can be taken. After 6-7 days, we will stop the snehapana and do the svedana. Svedana means some sort of steam bath that can be done with normal steam, or with some medicated decoctions also can be used for that. So it will be done for 2 days, and then gradually within 4-5 days this patient will come to the normal diet. From this porridge, 2-3 days, 1 or 2 days he will continue, then he will gradually change to a thick type of porridge, then normal rice, like without this water, that can be taken gradually, very gradually, only within 4-5 days only he should come to the normal diet. And after, when we take the snehapana, this ghee will spread the whole body, and small micro cavities it will spread. And when we do the steam bath, this svedana, this whole impurities will come to the intestine or this whole alimentary canal, and with this Vedana, with this Vamana, that is making vomiting, and with the purgation or Vasti or Nasya or bloodletting, these doshas can be taken out and the body will become clean. In that body, when we give medicines for any particular disease, it will be more effective, it will affect quickly. And this cleaning, even though there is no diseases, this cleaning will help to rejuvenate the body. That is also a benefit of these treatments. Even person without any disease also can be taken for a rejuvenative treatment. Ayurvedic medicines are generally very safe because we use mainly herbal preparations or available in the nature. Procedures are very difficult, very cumbersome procedures are there in the Ayurvedic field. And some medicines people think that's not safe, especially this metallic preparations. We do also have some metallic preparations, that is Swarna Bhasma, that is gold, made out of gold, Loha Bhasma made out of this iron, or Rajata Bhasma made out of this silver, and Rasa Sindhura that contains mercury. So all these are separate section. So this also we have been using it for last several centuries, and we haven't come across any serious side effects. And preparation of the bhasmas is very important. You need a very good expertise and experience to prepare bhasma. Then only it will become complete ash. If it is not completely ash, definitely it can affect the kidney or liver or something. But if you with very patiently, it should be prepared, and if it is completely ash, then I think there is not much chance of any side effect. So this mercury, the Rasa Sindhura, that contains mercury and sulfur. So these two are mixed in a certain proportion, and mixed well, grind well, and we will keep it in furnace in 2000 or sometimes more than that also in degree centigrade. So in this high temperature, it will become completely ash. That is called bhasma. So if it is properly prepared, it won't create any problems. With our last 100 years experience, we can say like that. But it needs a very good expertise and experience. Yeah, it's not easy to make bhasmas. Yeah. Other preparations are oil, medicated oils, several types of oil. Base will be coconut oil or sesame oil. We medicate it with herbs and decoctions. These herbs boiled in water and squeezed well and filtered well, and we add some preservative to that, and that can be kept for a long period. And these decoctions we add this sugar or jaggery, something like that, and keep it for 1 month or 15 days, so it will ferment. And a small amount of 2-3% of alcohol, maybe self-generated alcohol, it is not a distilled one, it's a self-generated alcohol will be there. That is called aristas and asvas. This decoctions is fermented, it will make aristas. And avalehas, that is called, just you might have heard about chavanpras, very common. That also the basis will be sugar or jaggery, this herbs, several types of herb made into powders will be mixed with this sugar or jaggery, that's avalehas, and simple powders. All these are APR, and some medicines to put in the eyes to keep the eyes strong, that will prevent this short sight or this cataract, it can prevent, yeah. And this vision will be more bright. And these are the main preparations, Ayurvedic preparations, and all these are generally safe. And we commonly treat several diseases we get here, several types of joint pains, muscle pains, and stomach disorders, gastric ulcer, stomach disorders, and several types of skin diseases, several types of allergies, or this psoriasis, and these type of things. And these backbone problems, that nowadays it is very common, because from the children from the school days, they start using computer and sitting for this studying long hours, and when they enter the profession also the same thing will be continued. So due to the long sitting, it's a very strain for the vertebral column, spine. So naturally all chances are they are developing back pain. So several types of cervical pain, low back pain, this spinal problems we get, that also we are treating in very good with very good results. And several types of headache, insomnia, sinusitis. In all these diseases, this Panchakarma is very effective, because it is cleaning the whole body. In Ayurveda we call Dushya Ahara Vihara. Ahara means food. Vihara means our routine, or the other work, whatever work we do. If it is not proper, several diseases come. So what happens with all this improper routine and other food? So many impurities are generated, and it is deposited in several small micro cavities. So without taking out that, if you take some medicines also, that may be a temporary relief. So with Panchakarma, with the cleaning of the body, if you do take medicines for 5-6 months, sometimes you have to take medicines according to disease, so the effect will be more. So in several cases we are getting very good result. Of course we know that allopathy is very advanced, and it is very essential for the world. Without modern medicines we cannot survive. They have controlled several infections like plague, cholera, several severe infections, smallpox, several infections they have controlled, and several surgeries advanced so much. So definitely allopathic medicine, modern medicine is essential, but Ayurveda can play a very good supportive role in several degenerative diseases, aging diseases. It's a lifestyle diseases which is due to the wrong lifestyle. That's very common nowadays. People are so hurried with their profession, and they don't have enough time to take rest, or enough time to take even food also, enough time for enjoyment also. So it's a mental tension is also will be there. So all these things, this Panchakarma treatment will help, definitely it will help. So it can play a very good role as a supportive medicine also. My request the whole world is all countries in the world should recognize Ayurveda, should allow practice Ayurvedic physicians there. So this whole world will be benefited with this olden and we say very as a supportive medicine. It can do a very good role, I think. Yeah.